We have returned once again. I hear lava on this level somewhere. But since we are here, we have... You know, I just thought of something. We have fire immunity. Maybe I should use it. Or actually, if I get set on fire by a potion of incineration, I wonder if fire immunity would immediately put me out. I would guess that it would. So, what potion seems good? Just kind of got to go with your gut feeling here. I feel like Scarlet. I don't know why. Nope. Well, good thing there are no monsters in view, and while we're hallucinating, we might as well try more potions, I guess. Hallucination is not fun, usually caused by toads. Makes you think every monster you see is just every other monster in the game. Lavender. I'm feeling lavender or blue.
A tan potion, a light drop, a pink, a potion of invisibility, a light, a blue potion,
blue.
A caustic gas below out of blast. It must have been
But
a potion of caustic gas.
That is why
It is an upward step you ascend.
That is why we test these potions at a staircase. Because then we can just go upstairs and rest out the caustic gas.
Resting. You see up resting. The goblin is wandering through shallow water. 40 up.
See it?
Left, a downward staircase.
See, it says that's a goblin, but now it's a Dark Blade Master.
I
don't know. It's wandering, so we know it's nothing too dangerous. Not a bloat.
The imp is wandering through shallow water. 40 up. 6 left.
If it said it was flying.
Resting. A downward staircase. One right. Path is
Let's
visible.
go see if the caustic gas is gone. Doubt it.
It is a cloud of caustic gas.
Nope.
You ascend.
See, I could try another potion up here, but I don't want to if it's detect magic, because that tells you if items you have in your pack are good or evil. But it also tells you if the items you find on the current floor are good and evil, or evil. And since we've already found everything on this floor, that would kind of be a waste of a potion. Really, actually, maybe it wouldn't, though. But if it's another... Well, it couldn't be... The only truly bad one it could be is Creeping Death. Which we just would... Then we'd be in trouble. So let's just wait.
Resting.
Ah, scared me.
You see a mirrored totem. Resting.
Mirrored totem. I saw one of those once for real, and they were annoying.
It is a stone wall. It is you.
Oh.
Downward you descend. It is the ground.
Okay, the gas is gone. So.
Inventory. A tan potion, a light, a pink potion,
A pink potion.
A comforting breeze envelops you and you no longer feel higher. It must have been a potion of high immunity.
Okay.
Inventory.
Well, that takes away one of our worries while trying potions. Let's try lavender.
Your maximum health increases by 33%. It must have been a potion of life. Your hallucinations fade.
Whoa, does that cure hallucination? Or was that just coincidental?
Inventory. A tan potion, a crimson potion.
So all we got is tan and crimson. Crimson. Oh no!
It must have been a potion of descent. Press space to continue.
Oh well.
You plunge downward into the hole. You are damaged by the fall.
Now I'm scared.
The pink jelly is wandering across the ground. 11 up, 8 left. Path is visible. A scroll entitled Flux Loto is lying on the ground. 2 up, 9
Oh.
A wooden door. 2 down, 1 right. A wooden door. 4 down, 6
Let's
right.
get out of
Path
here.
is visible. A wooden door. 2 down, 1 right. Path is visible. A wooden door. 1 up. Path is visible. Exploring. You see a rat. Exploring. Defeated the rat. Exploring. You found 139.
Oh, let's find a staircase back up, please.
Scrolls entitled Flux Loto. Exploring, you see a pink jelly. The pink jelly is wandering across the ground. 4 right. Path is visible. It is a stone wall.
We're in a doorway. What if we catch it on fire?
Inventory. 213. A sphere.
I've never tried this before.
The pink jelly is wandering across the ground. 4 right. Path is open. The pink jelly catches fire.
Maybe it'll just burn without splitting. Maybe?
Resting. It is the ground. Lava. The ground.
Wait,
The pink jelly is charging, burning
oh.
across the ground. To right, path is visible.
Okay.
Resting. It is the pink jelly is charging, burning across the ground.
I'm kind of curious.
The pink jelly is you, resting. The pink jelly wrenches you, resting. The pink jelly smears you, resting.
Maybe I shouldn't just let him hit me, but I just wanted to see if maybe he burns to death. Ah, screw it.
You hit the pink jelly. The pink jelly splits in two. The pink jelly smears you. It is a pool of blood. It is you. The pink jelly is standing, burning. In a pool of purple blood. The pink jelly is standing, burning.
Also, when they split, they are burning still. That's awesome.
You hit the pink jelly. The pink jelly splits in two. The pink jelly is you. It's the pink jelly is standing in a. You hit the pink jelly. You defeated the pink jelly. You defeated the pink jelly. You hit the pink jelly. You defeated the. You hit the pink jelly. It's a stone wall.
Okay, I got worried that I left that doorway.
The pink jelly is standing. The pink jelly. You defeated the pink jelly. It's a pool of purple blood. It's a pool of purple blood.
Rest.
You defeated the pink. The pink jelly is charging. You hit the pink jelly. The pink jelly is charging. You defeated the pink jelly. It's a pool of purple. A pool of purple.
Any more?
It's a pool of lava.
Okay, how's health?
It is you. Health 50%. You're standing in the doorway. Exploring. You see an arrow turret.
Oh no.
The arrow turret is embedded in a stone wall. 2 up, 6 left. Exploring. You are hungry.
Well,
A wooden door. 6 down. Path is in.
knew that was coming soon.
2 rations of food. That food tasted delicious. Exploring. You see an upward staircase.
There it is.
You ascend. You see a downward staircase.
Whew. Well, might as well go for broke.
A potion of a tank, free stroke, a tank potion, apply, drop, a shimmering cloud of rainbow colored gas in the open blast. It must have been a potion of confusion. You feel very confused. It is a stone wall. It is a cloud of a wall mounted, a downward staircase.
Okay, now while you're confused, you can't move. Well, you can move, but you'll move in random directions.
It is a cloud of confusion gas.
And so if you try to move left, you could go up, down, it could take you anywhere. But since we just ate and our health is low, let's rest it off. Oh yeah, I forgot you can't shift Z while you're confused. So still no potion of strength, and we drank every single one of those potions. Oh, what did that say?
Last message, you feel very confused. Last message, it must have been a potion of confused. Last message, you feel very confused. Not while you're confused. Inventory, wearing leather armor, wearing a ring of stealth, remove. Inventory, is it a cloud of, is it a downward staircase?
See, I just tried to move towards the north where the downward staircase was, and instead I moved south. Gotta wait for this to go away. Now that's a great potion to throw at enemies because it'll make them fight with each other. But we are wasting so many turns. I shouldn't have done this. I should have saved that potion. Because you are on a very tight clock in this game as far as food. You are barely given enough food, or we'll find enough food to survive. There we go.
Exploring. You see a goblin. The goblin is wandering through grass-like fungus. 2 down, 6 left. No visible. It is you. Health at a stone wall. It is
no visible path.
Shallow water. Murky waters. Murky shallow water. Blank. Exploring. You see a goblin. The goblin is wandering through shallow water. 1 down, 2 left. Path is spin. It is shallow water. It is you. Health at
let's rest.
Resting. The goblin is charging through shallow. You hit the goblin. You defeated the wooden door. 2 right. Exploring. You see a kobold. The kobold is wandering across the ground. 3 up. 1 left. Path it is you. It is you. Murky water. Shallow. The ground. The kobold is wandering across the ground. 1 up. Path is visible. Exploring. You see a bloat. The bloat is hovering over grass-like fungus. 2 up. 6 left. Path is visible. It is grass-like fungus.
Oh, I've already wasted enough time.
It is you. Grass-like fungus. A stone wall. Grass-like. It is you. In shadows. Health 97%. Grass-like fungus crunches. Grass-like fungus.
So I'm just trying to see where this is wanting me to go. Because with my stealth... Yeah, with my stealth, I was hoping maybe I could just sneak past the bloat. I really hate caustic gas. Doesn't everybody?
Potion of impact to a sphere. 13 plus 0. The bloat is hovering over grass like fungus. 2 up. 6 left. Path is open. The top is the bloat. In 3 west. 12 a sphere. 12. The bloat is flying up the bloat first, leaving behind an expanding cloud of caustic.
And then I ran back to the east away from it.
A patch of shadows.
I'll rest in these shadows.
Resting. I'm
just looking. Okay, it's still there. We have wasted so much time.
Wooden door. 14. Resting. It's the ground. It's the ground.
Okay, it's starting to recede.
It's the grass like fungus. It is the ground, grass like fungus. It is you, a stone blank. Remember a stone, remember a cloud, remember a stone wall, a cloud, remember a cloud, grass like fungus. Rest it is a stone wall, it is you, a stone wall, a cloud of caustic gas, grass like fungus. It's a cloud of caustic gas.
Put a square between myself and that stuff.
Grass like fungus. It is grass like a stone wall, grass like fungus. It is a stone, remember it is you, a stone blank.
Okay.
Exploring, you see a toad. The toad is wandering through an open door. 9 down, 12 left, path is exploring. You hallucinate. The spectral sword is standing in shallow water. 1 up, path is using the complex, defeated the pink jelly.
What do you do?
Exploring. Your hallucinations fade.
Oh, well, that didn't last long.
Exploring, you found 157 pieces of gold. Exploring, you found 146 pieces of gold. Exploring, you see a jackal. The jackal is sleeping over a black potion. 3 down, 9 left, path is visible. The jackal is
I bet you that's strength.
3 down, 10 left, path is visible. It is you, a stone wall. It is the ground. It is you, the ground. The ground. A pile blank. A pile of rubble. The ground. The jackal is sleeping over a black potion. 3 down, 7 left. It is the ground. A pile of rubble.
Ah, shit.
The jackal is standing over a black potion. 2 down, 3 left. Path is visible. The jackal is charging through a puddle of urine. 3 left. Path is visible.
Okay. We're just gonna keep backing away.
A stone wall. The ground. A stone wall.
Maybe there's a...
Remember a stone wall. The ground.
Huh. I'm not...
The jackal is charging. You defeated. The jackal is defeated. The black potion is live. You see a pink jelly. You now have a black potion. Exploring, you see a pink jelly. The pink jelly is wandering across the ground. 2 down, 5 right. Path is big. The pink jelly is wandering across the ground. 2 down, 5 right. It is the ground. It is the ground. The ground. A stone. Remember a stone. The ground. Remember the ground was.
Just looking for a narrow spot like.
Remember a stone. The ground. It is
like I usually do with these things. Oh, come on, there's got to be somewhere.
A stone wall. The ground. A pile of rubble. A stone wall. The pink jelly is a pile of rubble. A stone wall. A stone wall.
It's in the corridor I want to get to. So we could lure it out and then blink there. That's actually not a bad idea. Let's rest.
Resting. The pink jelly is wandering through a pile of rubble. 6 right. Path is visible. It is the ground.
Okay.
It is a puddle of
I'm gonna try to work
a stone wall.
my way.
A stone wall. A pile. A puddle of. It is you. Health 80%. You see a pink jelly. The pink jelly is wandering across the ground. 2 up, 8 right. Path is visible. It is a stone wall. The ground. A stone wall. The ground. Exploring, you see a rat. The rat is sleeping in a puddle of urine. 4 down.
Hey, I think we escaped
It is you. Health 82%.
the pink jelly.
The rat is sleeping in a puddle of urine. 4 down. 3 left. It is you. A stone
Can
wall.
we
It
sneak
is a
up
stone
on him?
wall. Grass-like. The drowned. The rat is you. Exploring. You now have a new potion. Exploring. You see a toad. The toad is sleeping in grass-like fungus.
So I know we have a black potion and a puce potion. I'm just gonna... Wow, we're just having us a hell of a night, aren't we?
Exploring, you now have a potion of confusion. Exploring, you see a monkey. The dark priestess is sleeping on the ground. 5 left.
We don't know
a stone wall.
What that is.
The ground. A stone wall. It is you in shadows. Health 82%. You're standing in the doorway.
I'm gonna try to sneak up on it.
Standing on the ground. 1 down. 3 left.
Oh, I wish I knew what that was.
It is you. The ground.
Just in case. Well, it was asleep, so it's not a pink jelly, whatever it is.
3 left. Path is visible.
I'm gonna start throwing darts just because I'm nervous. I don't know what it is.
11 plus the rate is charged. The dot is the spider. Inventory west sub 10 plus 0 dot. The pilot is charging across the ground. 2 left. The dot is
not a jackal. It says it's a jackal, but it's not. Yeah. The Warden of Yendor.
Exploring, you see a kraken. The golem is wandering across the ground. 4 down, 14 right. Path is exploring. Percentage.
Alright.
Exploring, your hallucinations fade. Exploring.
Thank God.
You now have a potion of hallucination. I see no path for further exploration.
Hallucination? That is absolutely useless to us. Let's drop that. You can't even use it on monsters.
A potion of confusion. A potion of hallucination. Applied. Drop. You dropped a potion of hallucination.
Alright, we are done.
Remember an upward staircase. Remember a downward staircase was here. Gating up. You see a pink jelly.
Can't just go downstairs without dealing with this thing, can we? Maybe we can.
Remember a downward staircase was here. 7 up. 30 right. Path is visible. You see a toggle. You see a pink jelly. The toggle is charging through shallow water. 2 left. Path. The pink jelly is wandering through shallow water. 1 down. 9 left. Path. Is it a stone? Is it a stone wall?
Yeah, I was pretty sure I was in a doorway.
You're standing in the doorway.
Okay, let's let this...
The toggle is charging through... The pink jelly is wandering through grass-like fungus. 2 down. 6 left. Path is visible. Resting. The pink jelly is wandering through shallow water. 2 down. 5 left. Resting. Use. The pink jelly is wandering. The pink jelly is wandering through shallow water.
There's 2 of them?
5 left. Path is visible. The pink jelly is wandering through shallow water. 5 down. 5 left. The pink jelly is wandering through shallow water. 5 down. Remember the upward staircase was. Remember the downward staircase was here. 7 up. 4 right. Path is visible. You descend.
Ooh, it didn't see me. Ooh. Okay, back to depth 5. Now what? Let's see. Alright, so let's try this black potion. I felt it was strength. Well.
Inventory is wearing leather arm well sub 9 a spear. 2 incentive bandit mail. A potion of invisibility. A new potion. Applied. Drop. You feel yourself speak up.
Okay. That was a little risky, but okay. Let's... Strength is now 13. Didn't I get a spear? Yes. Let's hope it's not cursed. Cool. Now a spear... Now each weapon has its own, specific properties. Like a dagger is good for sneaking. The spear can hit enemies in a line like 2. So, say you had yourself, and then 1 square to your right was an enemy, and then another square to the right was another enemy. The spear would actually punch through the first enemy and hit the second enemy as well. Axes will hit enemies that are any enemies that are adjacent to you, and then rapiers, you can do a lunge attack from 2 squares away, which is like a sneak attack with the dagger, but it does triple damage instead of quadruple. A rat. So we've already done some of this floor, although we really just ran for it.
The rat is exploring. You see a narrow turret. The arrow turret is embedded in a stone wall. 3 down, 8 left. Passive exploring. Your supernatural speak aids.
The good thing about arrow turrets is they can't move, so you can't just run away.
Exploring. You see an arrow turret. The arrow
Or
turret is embedded in a stone wall. 2 down, 2 left. Passive
might as well go
vision.
kill it. Ow.
You hit. A stone exploring. You now have 2 potions of confusion. Exploring.
Nice.
You see a rat.
Those are one of my favorite potions to have as far as to use on enemies.
Sleeping in withered fungus. 1 up, 7 left. Exploring. You see a downward staircase. Exploring. You dispatched the rat in its sleep. Exploring. You now have scale mail 12.
Scale mail. I'm putting it on. I have a lot of scrolls. I think I could. I hope. This might be being cool. So that probably increased our stealth range just a tiny bit. We're in a bog.
It is a stone, the ground. It is a stone wall. This standing on the ground. 2 down, 1 left. Passive resting. The cobble. You defeated the cob exploring. You see a cobble. The cobble is wandering across the ground. 10 up, 8 right exploring. I see no path
Alright,
further exploration.
and we have finished step 5.
Remember an upward step. Remember a downward staircase was here.
That was quick. Well, I guess we did deal with some of it already. Whoa, what was... What died? That was odd. Right as we came downstairs, something died. And I'm not sure what it was. Well, this seems like as good of a place as any to call this video. Made it to depth 6.
It is you, underlined. Health, your strength is 13. Have 852 gold.
Okay. 13 strength. 852 gold, wielding a spear and some scale mail. Makes me feel a little better than a dagger. And although, before we go, I bet those scrolls are enchanting or identify. Now, let's see, if it's enchanting, we can enchant. If it's enchanting, we'll enchant the Staff of Blinking. Yep. See, we don't want to enchant. We won't enchant. We might enchant the Ring of Stealth, but I did have a Ring of Stealth in a recent run and had it enchanted a few times, and that really was nice. It really was. So that is tempting. You know, I could keep the dagger and switch to it for stab attacks. But we don't even know exactly how charmed that ring is yet. So let's just use this one on this Staff of Blinking, and then we don't even know about it either. We'll use just one for now and save the others. I thought it would be worth giving it a try. But we still don't know exactly how many charges it has until we identify it. So alright, that was a good way to end. We now have another charge in the Staff of Blinking. It probably has 3 or 4 charges now, would be my guess. So we will come back. I'll probably come back tomorrow because it's quite late. I'm an insomniac, so but I'm going to try to get some sleep, and maybe I'll come back and we'll continue this run with a cup of coffee. So wherever you are, whenever you're watching this, join me in a cup of coffee in the next video, or whatever it is you're sipping on. Alright, we will talk to you then. See you later.